So Wuthering Waves used to have a big problem with the overall marketing of the game. And I've made many videos in the past talking about the overall advertising of Wuthering Waves and also just how they market that game. Especially with version 1.1 being a longer update, which we're going to be waiting 7 weeks instead of 6, which can feel like a very long time. Like, trust me, I know it sounds like a week isn't a lot, but it does feel like a very long time. And pretty much I talked about many ways that Wuthering Waves could fix this. And one of these ways was to introduce the drip marketing, which has literally just released. Like, honestly, I didn't think I'll get to it this quickly because in the past, games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and other gacha games usually release their drip marketing like at like 4 AM for me. So I usually see it like 4 hours after it comes out, and I never really get to see the overall hype for the game straight off the bat. But it seems like Wuthering Waves have actually released this at a decent time for me. And yeah, I'm just super happy about that. Yeah, drip marketing was one of the ways I said that Wuthering Waves could, entice its players to stick around and, keep farming in the game and keep playing the game just overall. As a lot of people want some kind of achievement to work towards, and one of these characters could be that achievement. They could farm for like character level up materials or whatever materials they need, because guaranteed someone's going to leak what they need and, what kind of materials they need. So people can spend their time in the game before the character comes out and yeah, just be overall excited for this character. But in this video, we're just going to be taking a look at both of these characters, talking about the overall character design, whether it's good or bad, and just continuing to talk on about how Wuthering Waves could improve, especially during this period of the version 1.1 patch. Now, before we get into this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And as always, go over to Gamer Subs and use my code Kazza. The link will be below. Then you can get a ton of cups, tubs, and even more. And yeah, you can get it all 10% off if you go down below. But let's get back into the video. So Wuthering Waves released the post-lament Anthropocene, Stars Intertwine. And then it says, as truth seekers, we gauge the universe from within a nutshell. I'd love to hear your insights, which apparently is a quote from this character, which again is kind of cool. And it says he's the Huaxu Academy's principal investigator, which sounds very mysterious. It says he displays an exceptional expertise in various research fields despite his young age. He is a gentle yet rational soul, embracing unique insights and commitment to the research of automata mechanics. This guy seems to be some kind of like cybernetic kind of dude, because as you can see, his arm is all like robotic. And in this quick archive of him, it does say that he's interested in mechanics and stuff like that. So it's going to be kind of cool to see this whole like cybernetic side, come to the characters. Obviously, we've seen it quite a bit in the enemies and stuff, but in the actual characters, there hasn't been very many that use cybernetics, use some kind of like metal limbs, which will look very, very cool, I think, especially for the design aspect. And I did just want to quickly say, it does get very confusing with the whole stars up in the corner. It looks like he's a 4-star when he's actually a 5-star because of this extra 5-star here. I got so confused whenever, I was tweeting about it. I accidentally said that one of the characters was a 4-star, even though they're not, they are a 5-star. But will I be pulling for this character? I don't really think so. He doesn't exactly appeal to me. He does seem like a little bit of a generic character, especially for a 5-star. I could definitely see him being a 4-star. But for a 5-star character, I definitely think his design is a little bit too simple. Now, obviously, the cybernetic stuff is really cool, as I said. And the star kind of shape in his hair looks kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if that's his resonator symbol or whatever. I don't think it is, but it would be very cool to see something like that in a character in the future. I think maybe it might be this thing on his arm here, maybe in the cybernetic thing. So again, that looks very cool, and I can't wait to see him in the game and see what his abilities are like, because obviously maybe his abilities are actually insane and it's just his character design that's a little bit simple. And then we've also got Zhezhi, which is a very confusing name to say. I mean, Wuthering Waves does come up with some very confusing Chinese names whenever it comes to the characters. But again, I think it's kind of cool that they do that. It kind of gives the character a more unique feel, as it's not very similar to a lot of competing gacha games. So again, I think it's very cool and unique. And what it says in the archive is that Zhezhi is a commission painter, quiet and shy with a dedication to her craft. She's not very eloquent, but her persistence and love for painting speaks volumes. So obviously she's going to be some kind of painter character, as it says in the overall description of her. And obviously she is another 5-star unit. Now it would be very cool, and as I saw in a lot of the comments, it would be very cool to see her with a paintbrush as maybe a weapon. Honestly, I think Wuthering Waves might do it because, it just kind of makes sense. And if they don't, honestly, I'm going to be rioting about it, because a paintbrush would be a very, very cool design choice, especially for a weapon. Maybe some kind of like catalyst weapon or something like that. Yeah, I'm just super excited to see what her like kind of combat stuff is like, because if she's some kind of painter, surely they can add like some kind of like painting aspects to her abilities and make it look really cool. As we've seen with a lot of games and anime in the past, they've really tried to do a lot of stuff with the whole painting textures and things like that. So again, it would be really nice to see in the game. and we're just gonna have to wait and see until we see some kind of trailer or something, or like some kind of live stream showcasing her abilities. But again, I reckon she might be some kind of support character. I doubt she's going to be any kind of damage dealer. From the kind of description they're giving of like quiet and shy, that doesn't really strike you as a kind of damage dealer or DPS character. So again, we're gonna have to wait and see what both of these characters' playstyles are going to be like. Honestly, I think Zhezhi is going to be a support. I think Xiangli Yao will probably be some kind of DPS or maybe sub DPS. I don't think he's going to be a support, obviously, because he's got that cool like mech arm thing, so I reckon he's going to deal a lot of damage with the arm, which is going to be very cool to see. And yeah, it's just very nice to see that Wuthering Waves is bringing out a lot of drip marketing now, and that hopefully we might see some more for some actual 4-stars. So hopefully we can see some kind of 4-star stuff, or maybe just drip marketing for the update in general, because again, it's going to really help with this, you know, extra long patch that we are going through. And just seeing some kind of content overall will bring the players back in, and even if it just gets them to do their dailies one day, it's going to help out a ton. And I think a lot of people underestimate how much doing this helps out their game, because obviously we've had the release of stuff like Xenozone Zero as well, which has been, you know, very popular and has been a big talking point in the gacha community, whether that be positive or negative. I mean, there has been a lot of negative feedback from it, but Wuthering Waves coming in with these two pretty solid character designs will help their case a lot, especially whenever it comes to, you know, the whole Xenozone Zero versus Wuthering Waves debate. Honestly, I think, you know, character designs with some super nice designs, especially Zhezhi's design, I think it looks very, very cool. I like the whole like pink and blue aspect to it. I think that's a really cool color scheme to work with. I think they've definitely killed it here, and yeah, honestly, it's going to help people stick to the game and not get bored. And as I was saying, in terms of fixing a lot of Wuthering Waves' issues, especially with the whole longer update and everything to do with that, I think this drip marketing has definitely helped. And as I said before, if we see some more 4-star drip marketing and even some stuff about some new places, new events, whatever, I honestly think that Wuthering Waves can easily pull through this long period. And if they just keep doing stuff like this, which I expect Kuro Games will do, it will do a ton better. Especially if Kuro Games keep releasing character designs like this. Honestly, this is one of the best character designs I've seen in a little while. As you've seen in the past, characters like Xiangli, Jinshi, and Yilin have all looked amazing, and their character designs have been great, especially the combat abilities. And it seems like these two characters are no exception as well. So I'm super excited to see what characters are to come in the future, even past these characters, because it seems like Kuro Games can really cook with the design, and they are much more inventive than a lot of other gacha games that I've seen. Honestly, have we ever seen a character like this in another gacha game? I mean, there's probably one somewhere in some other gacha game, and you can point that out to be sure. But honestly, this isn't a very generic design or anything. It's completely unique, and I haven't seen anything like this, and it's just super exciting to see that we've got characters that just don't look like another copy from another gacha game or an anime or whatever. Yeah, two very cool characters, as I said. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Are you going to be pulling for either of them, or are you going to be pulling for both of them? Or do you think, you know, you don't really like either of the characters? Or I don't really know, because the overall consensus in the comments has been that people really like the characters and that they really like the designs. But again, this is drip marketing, so a lot of people are going to be super happy to begin with and maybe realize that they don't like the characters so much later on. So again, we're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and that's about all I got for this video. As I said, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and also go over to Gamer Subs, where you can get a ton of cups, tubs, and even more if you use my code Kaza. And yeah, that'll get you 10% off at the link below. And also, just quickly, I wanted to say that my anime channel is out, so if you want to go give that a subscribe or whatever, go look at the anime content, because yeah, we're going to be covering solely anime on that channel, no kind of gacha games or whatever. And yeah, I released my first video and it did pretty good, so yeah, go give that a watch, go give it a like, and yeah, just go check out the channel. Yeah, that's about all I got for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. That's all. See ya.